All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So, today we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting.
Yeah,
It's EMS, or what is it? Electrical muscle stimulation.
that's it. Yep, electrical muscle
And
stimulation.
and we're talking, not the not the ab belts you used to see on like late night TV. And
Exact.
this is real science.
Yeah, this is backed by research.
Yeah, we're going to be diving into some research from the National Taiwan Sport University, and this was actually published in PubMed, which is a really reputable source
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
medical world.
Yeah, so this is EMS is something that's getting a lot of attention recently, and this study specifically, they did something really interesting. They combined EMS with like regular gym workouts.
Okay, yeah.
So think, they had people strapping on these EMS devices
Right.
for 30 minutes twice a day.
Wow.
And they're targeting specific muscle groups like, your biceps, your abs, your thighs.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they're going to the gym 3 times a week
Oh, wow.
and doing resistance training. So like leg presses, pull downs, crunches,
Okay.
the whole shebang.
So it's like an added workout on top of a workout.
Right. Yeah. So you're getting this, the electrical pulses are kind of like mimicking the effects of working out,
Yeah.
so you're getting a double dose of muscle activation in a way.
So what were the results?
Well, the results are pretty interesting. I mean, they found that the group that used the EMS,
Right.
they gained almost 2 pounds of muscle in
Wow.
just 8 weeks.
2 pounds of muscle in
Yeah.
8 weeks.
Yeah, and the control group, the folks who just stuck to their regular gym routine, they didn't see any significant muscle gain.
So the EMS really made a difference there.
It seems like it, yeah. And it gets even more interesting because not only did the EMS group pack on muscle,
Right?
they also lost an average of 1% body fat.
Oh, wow.
And the non-EMS group, they actually gained a little bit of fat.
Oh, really?
So it's like, kind of like a double win.
Yeah, like a double whammy, yeah.
Yeah, and on top of all that, the EMS group, they saw a noticeable boost in their grip strength,
Okay.
which is, a good indicator of overall strength.
Yeah.
So these results are definitely, they make you think, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, is this really, are we really looking at something that could potentially change how we work out or we think about fitness?
Well, it's just one study.
Yeah,
We always have to keep that in mind.
right.
But it definitely points to some really promising possibilities.
I mean, how does this even work? Like, how do these electrical pulses make our muscles grow and make us lose fat?
Well, it's kind of like, those electrical pulses are mimicking
Yeah.
the signals that our brains send to activate muscle contractions.
Okay.
So it's almost like giving your muscles an extra squish during your workout.
Yeah.
It's not, don't go canceling your gym membership just yet.
Right.
But it's definitely something that, we should be paying attention to.
Yeah, it's fascinating. But like any kind of new technology or any new fitness trend, I guess, we should be cautious, right, about drawing, big conclusions from just one study.
Yeah, that's a good point. We need more research.
Right.
And we need to really understand, how this fits into the bigger picture of fitness and health.
Right. But I'm also curious about the safety aspect. Like, is it safe to be zapping your muscles with electricity?
Yeah, that's a valid concern. And the researchers in this study, they actually addressed that. They did blood tests to check for um, any liver or kidney damage.
Okay.
And thankfully, they didn't find any adverse effects. So
Wow.
that suggests that, when used properly, EMS is safe.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So it's promising. It's definitely promising. But we need more research.
Yeah.
But while we're on the topic of EMS, I actually came across this company called Orion's Fit.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And they're doing some really interesting things in the EMS space.
Yeah, they're definitely making waves. They're known for their EMS devices. They're really portable, easy to use.
Right.
But what I really like about them is that they're not just about selling products. They're really invested in research and education.
Okay.
They even have a blog
Oh, wow.
called Orium's Fit Research Digest,
Okay.
where they break down complex studies like this one
Right.
into, easy to understand language.
Yeah.
So it's really refreshing to see a company that that really values transparency
Yeah.
and education in the goodness world.
Yeah, that's fantastic. We're definitely going to dive deeper into Orion's Fit later on. But, going back to the study for a second, one thing that really stood out to me was how specific the results were. Like, they measured grip strength,
Right.
which is, pretty specific. It's not just like general muscle growth.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, what other ways can we measure the effectiveness of EMS?
That's a great
And
question.
what are the nuances that we need to consider when we're interpreting these studies?
Yeah, that's a really important point, and it's something that we're going to explore next.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like EMS can really boost muscle growth and fat loss.
Yeah,
But like with anything in fitness, there's always more to the story, right?
absolutely.
So what are some things we need to think about when it comes to, how effective EMS really is? And how do we really look at these studies?
Right. Well, I mean, one of the biggest things is that people are different.
Yeah, right.
Everyone responds differently to training,
They
and
suck.
EMS is no different.
So just because this study showed good results doesn't mean everyone will see the same thing.
Exactly.
Right.
We have to be careful about saying, okay, this worked for this group of people, so it'll work for everybody.
Right.
And we also need to look at how the study was done.
Okay.
Like who were the people in the study? Were there any biases?
Yeah.
Did they control for things like diet and sleep?
Right. All those things can make a difference.
Exactly.
So it's like you really have to dig deep to understand what a study is really saying.
Yeah, and that's where something like the Orium's Fit blog can be really helpful.
Right. Yeah, they have a blog.
Yeah, they do a great job of breaking down these studies
Yeah.
and explaining things in a way that everyone can understand.
Yeah, and they actually link to the original research. So
Exactly.
you can check it out for yourself.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I like that. And speaking of Orium's Fit, I was browsing their blog the other day. And did you know that the hashtag neck theater
Oh, yeah?
has like over 17 million views on TikTok and Instagram?
It's crazy, right?
That's wild.
Yeah, it's all about their neck theater device, which uses like 8D audio technology. It's supposed to be like super immersive.
Wow, that's really cool. So back to EMS. We've talked about the good stuff, but are there any downsides?
Well, yeah. Like with anything, there are some things to keep in mind. If you use the EMS too much or you don't use it right, you could end up sore or even injured.
Oh.
So it's important to follow the instructions.
Yeah.
And if you have any health conditions, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor first.
Right, that makes sense. So moderation is key.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember that EMS is a tool.
Okay.
It can help you get better results, but it's not a magic solution.
Right.
You still need to eat, right?
Yeah.
You still need to exercise regularly.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
Exactly.
So how can we use this technology to really reach our fitness goals?
That's a great question.
One thing I'm really curious about is how EMS can be used to target specific muscles.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, could this be helpful for athletes?
That's a really interesting point. And it's something that we're going to dive into next.
Well, we've talked about a lot today.
Yeah, we have.
It seems like EMS could really, change how we think about fitness.
Yeah, it's definitely a game changer.
And, we focused a lot on that one study from, what was it, National Taiwan Sport University.
Yeah, that's right.
And Orion's Fit.
Right, they're doing some cool stuff.
But, this is just the beginning, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's so much more to learn about EMS. And, fitness technology in general is just exploding right now.
It's amazing to think about how, how technology is changing everything, even how we work out.
Right, and as we wrap up our deep dive on EMS, I want to leave you with a thought. If you could, design your perfect fitness routine.
Yeah.
Using, all the latest technology, what would that look like?
That's a good question. I mean, would you want like a personalized training program?
Yeah, maybe.
Or like data-driven insights?
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Or even like virtual reality fitness experiences.
I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
But I think the key is to be smart about it.
Yeah.
Don't just jump on every new trend. Do your research
Right.
and use technology to help you, but don't let it take over.
Yeah, find that balance.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's a great place to leave it.
Yeah, I think so.
So, whether you're, a seasoned athlete or just started out, keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Well, that's it for this deep dive.
Thanks for listening
We'll see you next time.
at PH.